The best PC soundbar is a sleek speaker that takes up little more space than the footprint of your monitor but delivers big and powerful sound. No more annoying outboard speakers with pathetically cheap cables. The stereo soundbars are the new big thing in PC sound. Hello guys, today's video we're taking a look at the 5 best PC soundbars of 2022. And if you want more information, we also put the links in the description box down below. Thanks. Starting up our list with number 5, we've got the Soulion R30 soundbar. The R30 soundbar by Soulion is a nifty little speaker that costs just around $20. This is a 2.0 soundbar, which means it offers just left and right channels via a 2 5-watt speakers. It also uses 2 passive bass radiators to flesh out the low end for a fuller sound. For connectivity, there are 2 ways into this speaker, a 3.5mm jack and USB. When it sits under your PC screen or TV, you only need to plug in the USB cable, and it will both power the speaker and bring in the sound. However, for a device like a smartphone or a tablet, you'll need to plug in the USB connection to a charger for power, and the 3.5mm jack into the device's audio out port for sound. There's no Bluetooth here, but for this low price, what more can you expect? The Soulion R30's size just 16.34 by 3.94 by 3.15 inches, with a weight of 1.43 pounds and come with a glowing LED light at the 2 ends of the bar that slowly changes color with your music. Not in step to your music or anything. They simply cycle through a pattern of repeating color changes. The lights are smooth enough but not very exciting, and you can turn them off and on with a button next to the volume dial. Finally, let's talk about sound. This soundbar is about where you might expect it to be sound-wise. That it is if you think it will sound okay and at least better than your old crappy computer speakers, you're right. You can crank to level up pretty high and get a big sound with this bar, but it won't sound anything more than mediocre. The louder you go, the more line noise you get as well, and the mid-range is fine. The high end is a bit too sharp but not crackling, but for the bass, there is none. To conclude, this soundbar is pretty good for the low price, and as a result, it's one of the cheapest PC soundbars on the market. Next, with number 4, we've got the Samsung HWN300. This is the entrance to the realm of high-priced PC soundbars, but just the entrance, so don't get too nervous yet. At about $130, the Samsung HWN300 TV Mate soundbar is an option that will also work for your PC soundbar if you wanted to. At 5.9 pounds and 28 inches long, this is a much bigger soundbar than what we've looked at so far. It's actually designed, as the TV Mate name tells you, for widescreen TV. But under your computer screen, this bar will give you some big fat sound as well. A typical Samsung product, this bar is basic black and doesn't have any extra bells and whistles like LED strips. What it does have is a solid 2.0 Bluetooth connection and an optical audio jack port for getting sound from your computer or TV out into the world. But unfortunately, it doesn't come with an optical audio cable to connect to your devices. It also has a USB port that you can connect from your computer or a device like your phone if you don't want to use Bluetooth. Again, there's no battery on board here to let you use the bar as a Wi-Fi speaker. But with the size of this thing, it's not portable anyway. In fact, on the downside, it does take up an awful lot of space. It's big and full, and there is some bass in there as well. At high volume, the high end can get tinny, but at regular levels, this thing blasts anyway. It's clear and powerful. You might not want to get too close. In the end, there's no comparison to what we've seen before, only contrast. Using 2 channels of dual drivers, plus a rear sound port, this bar gives you a lot of sounds. Furthermore, it's one of the most powerful PC soundbars you can buy. Next up at number 3, we've got the Panasonic SoundSlayer. Panasonic has partnered with the Final Fantasy online sound team to create a speaker with game-changing sound for movies, music, and games for incredibly compact with mind-blowing sound. The SoundSlayer's size at 18.5 by 7.5 by 2.5 inches, with a weight just only 1 pound, and packing with a 2.1 channel and 3-way speaker system with 4K HDR pass-through ensures zero loss in image quality and supports DTSX and DTSX virtual, adding spatial and temporal metadata to position audio objects in space. Boasting Dolby Atmos sound, this soundbar sounds tight. You can set it to 3 audio modes, FPS, RPG, or voice mode to bring out different details that you might need to focus on in different types of games, music, or movies. These different modes are excellent, especially the FPS mode that lets you hear the faintest footfalls from a sneaky assailant. You're getting a tweeter and a woofer on each side of the bar, plus the subwoofer coming up from the top of the unit. Though that's strange for a sub, it works here because it's on the desktop and pointed up toward your ears. The bass is decent but not as powerful as the RAZER Leviathan soundbar by any stretch. Nor can you improve the bass with a subwoofer out because there is no connection for an outboard speaker. That's pretty disappointing. On the other hand, you have full connectivity options here. You have HDMI for your PC, optical for TV or gaming consoles, USB, and Bluetooth. Once again, there's no internal battery, so it needs a power connection at all times. Overall, if you want great connections and excellent sound from a compact soundbar, this could be it. But if you need bass in your mix, you're not going to be completely satisfied here. At number 2, we've got the RAZER Leviathan 5.1-channel surround soundbar. The RAZER Leviathan 5.1-channel surround soundbar is our next contender for the best PC soundbar. Leviathan is quite acclaimed, but mythical beats are pretty much a go-to in today's gaming-related products. Designed to be compact, the Leviathan size at 3.1 by 19.7 by 2.9 inches and 9.76 pounds in weight, and it's compact with a 5.1 virtual surround sound system that combine technology of Dolby virtual speakers, Dolby Digital, and Dolby Pro Logic 2. Well, it does have an outboard subwoofer that gives you some chest rattle. Not bad for nearly $200, but it doesn't really surround you. The 5 and the 5.1 means 5 different channels. It has these in the left, right, and center channels, plus angled left and angled right drivers, and the subwoofer is really awesome. Unlike most soundbars that suffer from weak bass, the RAZER Leviathan comes with a powerful 5.25-inch downward-firing subwoofer, dedicated specifically for the accurate reproduction of bass and tuned to produce distortion-free lower frequencies. The RAZER Leviathan is made to deliver chest-thumping and deep impact bass. Not to mention, the virtual surround is the claim here, and therefore it's one of the best virtual surround PC soundbars on the market. When connectivity is a concern, there's an aux port for your PC, Bluetooth for your phone or other devices, and optical for a TV or gaming console. So you can get tons of sound into this speaker and heaps of great sound out of it as well. Overall, there's a quick switch between 3 expertly tuned equalizer settings at the push of a button, and you'll find clear, powerful, and bass-heavy sound that's perfect for gaming, but also for music and movies. As a result, it's one of the best value gaming PC soundbars currently out there. The last product on our list is the Creative Katana V2. The Katana V2 is a significant upgrade from last year's model with a sleeker look and, more importantly, better sounding tweeters and subwoofer. The V2 can be effortlessly tucked right under your monitors and TV, with a slim profile shorter than 60mm. This under-monitor audio system is drastically superior in form and function to ordinary gaming soundbars, and is perfect for all setups. The subwoofer's 5.25-inch drivers provide the V2 that little kick in the butt you want when you play shooters and still have a decent enough soundscape for listening to music. Thanks to its many connectivity options, it can also be plugged into pretty much anything you've owned. You are sorely mistaken if you thought this soundbar would miss out on RGB lights. The Katana V2 incorporates the Aurora reactive lighting system, where its base is lined with 49 programmable LED lights from edge to edge. With the accompanying free Sound Blaster Connect software, you can choose from up to 16.8 million colors and fully customize your ambience lighting effects to create your own unique profile that elevates your visual experiences. It houses a 5-driver design, 2 up-firing mid-bass drivers, 2 high-excursion tweeters in the soundbar, and 1 long-throw driver in its subwoofer. Each driver is individually chambered and powered by a DSP-controlled amplifier to deliver ultra-precise audio. The downside to the Katana V2 is the hefty $350 price tags, which makes it more expensive than most gaming soundbars you can buy right now. Another problem with setting up premium features like SXFI and Battle Mode has to be set up through a cumbersome app. Overall, the Sound Blaster Katana V2 is a great soundbar. It's small enough to sit comfortably on a decent-sized desk without taking it over, and loud enough to easily be featured as your living room sound system, thanks to its subwoofer.